Hey there folks, Santee at the Arizona Ghost Raiders here. We got some mail. Hey Santee, can you touch on investing in the Old West? Robert Buckey. Investing in the Old West. Yeah, let's check it out. Before you get confused, this video is not about investing in Old West collectibles and antiques, although that's a good subject too. It's about the new frontier and the opportunities for investors it possessed.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
Settling the West wasn't just hard labor work. Investment from both the private and public sector were instrumental. The success of the railroads, mining, and ranching were enterprises that required large amounts of money to be raised. Without financing, those industries would not be where they are today. In 1602, the first stock exchange was established by the Dutch East India Company. There was active trading in securities such as stocks and bonds in the West. San Francisco played a very important role due to its location. There were also exchanges in Chicago, Denver, New York, and St. Louis. Frankfurt, London, and Paris did some trading that played a part in the Old West as well. In 1867, Edward Callahan created a 1 to 5 letter abbreviation for a company's name that was known as a ticker symbol. This format was an easy way to send investment info over a telegraph line. Ticker tape machines put out tons of paper that would later be used as confetti in parades. Interesting note, Old Westians would have been familiar with an advertisement called a tombstone regarding public offerings by investment bankers. One explanation on its name is from the black border and font resembling a tombstone. Bonds played a major role in financing the Transcontinental Railroad. When you purchase a bond, you're lending money to a company with the expectation to be paid back the original amount with interest. These weren't government subsidies like we think of today. The companies had to pay them back.
You'll be paid in gold, not in some worthless paper.
In this period, we see the famous Credit Mobilier scam, which was concocted to profit shareholders during the completion of the Union Pacific Railroad. Thomas Durant helped set up a phony construction company financed with fraudulent bonds and stocks to bribe government officials.
I already gave my word to the gentleman at Credit Mobilier, and that's about all I got left, so.
It actually had pretty disastrous results to the political climate of the time, bringing about distrust in the government. In the late 1860s, territories like Wyoming, Montana, and Colorado were seeing a huge livestock boom. Grass and water were abundant, and there was a big need for beef on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean. Raising a steer cost about $1.50. Then it sold for $23 to $60. Investing in a ranching enterprise was a smart financial move. Territorial governors were doing it and getting fat returns. Well, they should have been. After all, there was a lot of money at stake. Large-scale mining operations required capital.
Just capital.
And few people could jump into mining without some additional financial backing. Many miners would take out grub stakes to help them get started. Grub stakes were a combination of money, food, and equipment in return for a share of future profits from the mine. The famous George Hearst capitalized on the gold, silver, and copper strikes in the West by forming a company and buying interests in already producing mines.
You are a vile creature.
I took a bath last month.
Probably the most famous of these is the Comstock lode in Virginia City. We are all familiar with the famous Wells Fargo, providing banking and transportation services. Not only did they finance mining and railroad operations, but also many stage lines in the West. So, you see that without investment, the West simply couldn't have been settled. Well, folks, that's it for another episode. Thanks for watching. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe.
And we'll see you down the trail.
Who are you guys?
Good friends.
Good friends of Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll see you down the trail.
Who are you guys? Well, folks, that's it for another